that it was the cause of the many crimes that happen around our school.
An ongoing, evolving project, and the girls are re-evaluating all the time.
It was the one thing where we thought we could actually change.
The problem perhaps is even bigger than we thought it was originally.
We should stand up and take action.
I've just so enjoyed watching the girls develop. It's something that I believe in so wholeheartedly.
It just is a positive experience.
One of our major issues here, because we're pretty much an inner city school and we live on a very scruffy block, we have lots of litter around us.
How we came about deciding on litter was that out of all the problems that we had listed, it was the one thing where we thought we could actually change, or we could actually make a difference. Along the way, we did discover bigger issues. We discovered that the litter was not the only issue. There were muggers.
Our girls get their cell phones taken off them, and we thought that if we clean up the area, maybe that'll be a huge deterrent. We decided to start off with actually cleaning up the block ourselves, just to show the residents how it could be done.
The cleanup outside our school was to notify our neighboring buildings and the houses on our block about what we're doing, and to tell them that we're not the cleaners that are going to clean up their litter. We're just helping them, and then they should keep their own areas clean.
And in return, we would help them beautify the area, and that's pretty much how we started.
We went about educating them by writing out letters, which clearly describe what we are doing, and then we handed them out, creating relationships with the neighbours and the businesses on our block.
Trying to involve them pretty much as part of the Russell family and to also take responsibility.
We have done gardens outside the education departments and also on this side of the block. And so we're just trying to keep that up, and we've also made signs to put in front of those gardens to say that this is what Russell's doing, could you please help us?
There were huge challenges. We had a lot of difficulty getting the municipality involved. It took us months and months and months of phoning and the girls writing letters and using all the contacts that they possibly could. But eventually we succeeded, and they did come to our school.
We discovered that unfortunately there are certain criminals and prostitutes here at night.
But further problems have evolved from then. From there, we've actually discovered that it's not so much the residents who are littering as much as people coming around at night. The problem perhaps is even bigger than we thought it was originally. I've just so enjoyed watching the girls develop and watching that sense of accomplishment and seeing what can happen when you empower them to do things for themselves.
We did have quite a lot of challenges. We had people who were lazy at times. We had people who didn't pitch for meetings. Sometimes we'd have like people who had to do certain things. Sometimes sports would clash with our meeting times and whatnot.
Obviously I got really excited about it when I saw how well the girls were growing and developing through having this opportunity. A lot of the girls that eventually got involved were girls who hadn't really contributed much to the school, they hadn't made a big commitment, and now they had something that they started to get involved in and grew from. I had, constantly try and get my staff to get involved in things over and above the curriculum. And
I must admit that my first thought was, do I need this extra work? But as soon as I'd heard what the YCAP project was all about, it's something that I believe in so wholeheartedly that I couldn't not take it on.
They learned a tremendous amount of skills, I think, in that they learned how to organise things, how to go about a project, to do something for somebody else.
We had to go through a specific process. We used the hotline guideline.
I think they realised how difficult it is because you have a situation in which you've got to convince people to come onto your side, on board.
At first, I used to be quite a shy person. Ever since we started doing YCAP, I got to interact with people that I never really interacted with.
Linus enjoyed that, and she got really excited about it, and I loved the fact that she now was growing with the girls, enjoying it, spending a lot of time over and above just, as I say, the curriculum.
They've enjoyed making a difference, and I've enjoyed seeing them make a difference.
I'm a great believer here at school that everybody has lots to offer. We've just got to guide them in that direction, and that we don't need to do everything for them. Just the presentation, just learning how to get things into order, how to go about a project. They had no idea.
Well, going to regionals and nationals was amazing. My biggest pleasure was watching Tanda and Sipiwe get onto a plane for the first time.
It was an awesome feeling, and I got to share it with my teacher and a close friend.
And then their faces when they got to Cape Town.
When we first arrived, we were very nervous. We saw all these kids in their blazers, some got colors on them, so we were like, we're the underdogs.
And on top of that, the friends that they made, they hadn't been there for 5 minutes when they just rushed off, met all the other kids from other provinces and connected with them. It was amazing to see that, it really and truly was. They had so much fun.
Then we got to know them, created long-lasting relationships and friendships.
Going to the nationals, honestly, I was very, very, very proud of both myself and the team.
The school as well got a lot of recognition from it.
Since I want to be a lawyer when I grow up, when we were in Cape Town, I went to a law firm, which helped educate me a lot. Now I'm more certain about which career path I'm going to go in, so it helped me grow a lot. Winning the provincials was quite awesome, and then when we went down to nationals and came second, it was also quite privileging, and the money that we got was just like a cherry on top of a cupcake.
The prize money we've been very careful with. We've spent so far about half, because we're not going to just rush out there and spend it, because as I said, it's an evolving thing. We've spent quite a bit of money already on plants and things to help people beautify the area outside their particular residence. You know, the girls are going to be here till the end of matric, so we've got another 1.5 years of this project.
Our actual philosophy and policy is education with heart. So we're working hard at the values, you know, promoting values. And the girls taking on something like that, which maybe they might not get much support at home or many opportunities at home. So it was a wonderful way to develop that as well.
I think it's very important for YCAP to go on, because for me, it taught me a lot. So I think many people would benefit.
I feel that YCAP is such a fantastic thing that it should reach as many schools as possible. And we are very, very happy to help them and advise them.
When I go to tertiary, I would love to go on with such things. We should not just, as the youth, wait for the government to do things for us. We should stand up and take action.
Yeah, it just is a positive experience.
What have we learned, guys?
If it's going to be,
it's up to me.